Obama administration are over as of today.
Internet providers were not allowed to block any lawful content or applications. They could not throttle speed for users based on what websites they were accessing, and they also couldn't play favorites and give certain customers and companies a premium on speed, a fast lane for high-paying users, and a slow lane for cost-cutting customers. All of these rules are going away, and lawmakers and consumer advocates worry that letting go of the reins is going to hike prices for consumers. But the FCC chairman, Ajit Pai, says users should not worry. It's not a free-for-all for these companies.
Fox Business Network's Hillary Vaughn. Under the new system, the Federal Trade Commission is supposed to police the net, but critics say undoing the rules gives companies that can afford to pay for special treatment from internet providers an unfair advantage. In New York, I'm Lisa Brady on Fox News Radio.
Need fiberglass or mineral wool pipe installation? We got that. Searching for metal or PVC jacketing systems and accessories? We got you covered. Need foam glass for your hot oil system or white poly or flex for your chill water system? We got that too. Camel Installation Specialist LLC has all your mechanical installation needs covered. From piping and duct insulation to caulking, mastics, and elbows, we even design and fabricate specialty installation pads. Call us today. We offer free delivery. Camel Installation Specialist LLC, 706-277-7968.
From the newsroom of the Daily Citizen News, this is Charles Oliver. In Monday's edition of the Daily Citizen News, readers will find stories about the growth of Hispanic enrollment at Dalton State College. A Kemp County teacher's objections to punishment handed to her for a heated Facebook exchange, and the latest on the legal battle between Georgia and Florida over water. To read these stories and much, much more, pick up a copy of today's newspaper or visit our website, dailycitizen.news.
Live breaking news and headlines 24/7 on WBLJ News Talk 1230.
How long will it take to figure out whether or not they're serious? I said maybe in the first minute.
And you can be sure that President Trump will not stand for a bad deal.
It is not something we relish doing, but it is something that we absolutely will do because Canadians, we're polite, we're reasonable, but we also will not be pushed around.
Holding them accountable. Sean gets the answers.
Be pushed around.
Freedom is back in style. Welcome to the revolution. Information on breaking news and more bold, inspired solutions for America. Stay right here for our final news roundup and information overload.
All right, Sean Hannity Show, this roundup information overload hour on the program. All right, it's 5 p.m. in the East, it is 2 p.m. on the West Coast, and it is 5 a.m. We're in Singapore with the best summit coverage available on your radio dial. And, you know, one of the things that I said at the beginning of this program today, and I am telling you, it doesn't matter. Your media will never acknowledge Trump's success here. So just accept now, and it'll be frustrating to you and probably push the president's poll numbers even higher. You just prepare yourself to be frustrated because it's going to be frustrating. In spite of everything the president has gotten leading up to this, wow, Kim wins. Kim Jong-un wins. They're so short-sighted. They are so absolutely, positively naive and just so anti-Trump, and they've been involved in this since before. Remember, they laughed at him running in the primary. They laughed at the idea he'd win the primary. They laughed that he could win the election. They didn't think all his economic moves would result in record after record after record as it has. Nobody thought that anybody could be at a summit this quickly. And how did we get here? Well, we've got the demilitarization, dismantling of a nuclear test site by Kim Jong-un. That's happened. We got 3 hostages released. That's happened. We've got the DMZ crossing into the South Korean president's arms. That's happened. Even more significantly, no missiles have been fired in this whole process over Japan. That's happened. Now we're talking about denuclearization. Now we're you got hardliners even being purged. As the president said, this is going to be a process. At 9 Eastern tonight, when Hannity goes on the air, I can promise you they're not going to come out 2 hours later and announce a deal. That's not happening. And the president said it's going to take 2, 3, 4, 5 meetings, whatever it is, it's a process. Reagan walking away from Reykjavik ended up with the Berlin Wall coming tumbling down, but it was years later. It's a process. And if you ask on any level, is any of this bad? No, but that's not what your media says. They're corrupt. Let me just play, corrupt MSNBC conspiracy TV, about Trump asking if he's prepared for the summit while he was in a porn movie, or, are Trump women that like Donald Trump, are they dead inside? Or what Robert De Niro said about, F Donald Trump at the Tonys. Let's play it.
I've been preparing all my life. I'd love to know, Mr. President, when was that? When you appeared in the Playboy softcore porn movie? Was it when you body slammed Vince McMahon, the head of the World Wrestling Federation? Let me ask you, you know more about the Trump women, the Trump family than anyone. What do they do on a day like today? Are they just the most stoic human beings? Are they numb? Are they dead inside?
I'm going to say one thing. Trump.
Trump. 8 years of failure. 8 years. Let's go over the economic numbers, Mr. De Niro. 8 years. What did you get out of your beloved Obama? You got 13 million more Americans on food stamps, 8 million more in poverty, lowest labor participation since the 70s, worst recovery since the 40s, lowest home ownership in 51 years, and you doubled the national debt. The guy that ran on, $9 trillion in debt is irresponsible and unpatriotic. Only left with $20 trillion in debt. Great. I guess that's pretty irresponsible. And if I was to use his adjectives, unpatriotic, by his definition. Now what do we have? We have more people for the first time in history. We have more Americans that now, more jobs available than we have people unemployed. 14 state record low unemployment levels, record low unemployment for women in the workplace, Hispanic Americans, African Americans. I think record numbers of revenues coming into the government. You have tax cuts, the biggest in our history. And what are the Democrats thinking? Wow, there's going to be a big blue wave. We're going to run on impeaching the president, but we won't say it. We're just going to wink and nod at the American. We'll impeach him. We're going to run on raising your taxes. Pelosi has said it repeatedly. She wants to pull back the tax cuts. We're going to expand Medicare, which is broke. We're going to do that. We're not going to build a wall. We want open borders. And we want Obamacare. Okay, it's a choice election. Just like none of them got any of these things done with North Korea. They didn't get the hostages out. They didn't get the dismantling of a test site. They didn't stop them from firing missiles. They thought bribing him would be the best thing, just like bribing the mullahs in Iran. Anyway, here to talk about how corrupt your media is, Joe Concha, media writer for The Hill, is going to walk us through a lot of the commentary. My position is there's nothing Donald Trump can do here, short of Kim Jong-un getting on his knees and kissing Donald Trump's ring, that will be viewed as a success by the media.
The expectations will be, Sean, and by the way, you're pretty pumped up for somebody who just took, what is that, like a 2 or 3 hour flight over there?
It's a 22.5-hour flight.
Non-stop.
Well, if you're asking, so I'll answer. The hardest thing is the time change. And it's 5 a.m. here. A little after 5 now. It just is weird to be on a totally opposite schedule. We'll be doing TV locally here at 9 a.m. when the summit starts, local time, 9 p.m. back in the east.
Maybe in prime time here. That's crazy, right? I mean, that's gonna usually a vacation after this feeling.
I'm just staying on Eastern time, and we're doing okay. Anyway, great to have you. Do you agree with my assessment, though? I don't think there's anything he does here that they would deem successful.
Right. The only thing that would be deemed successful is if you had a signed agreement from both parties saying that the North Korean regime has decided to denuclearize. And after being essentially at war with South Korea for 74 years, at least there is an armistice, right? You're not going to solve that with one meeting. But the fact that we're here, I think the news cycle moves so fast, and we forget just last July, August, where we were literally had people writing that we were on the verge of World War III because the president's rhetoric was reckless and was going to instigate